hanging in the air. Now, you might recognise it and you might be thinking, I've seen that somewhere before, and you would be right, we have looked at it already in Year 2. We used it for contractions. Now, those of you who might remember, I actually taught you a song on contractions. I wonder who remembers. But a contraction is when you have two words, you squish them together or you contract them together to make a new word. Okay? So, for example, you would have the two words I am, and you would then contract them both together to form a new word, and the apostrophe would go where the omitted letter is, or the missing letter goes. So I am, I wonder if any of you can remember what I am is instead. Write it down, see if you can remember. I am becomes I'm. And I wonder if you can see what letter has been omitted here. We'll do one more. So we are going to do instead, you are. So the two words we're doing here is you are. And I wonder if anyone can remember what it now looks like when it's contracted together. The new word made is the word your. And the omitted letter again is the A in R. But we generally use contractions when we're speaking, so it's a bit more informal language. Today we're actually going to use apostrophes for something else. And as I mentioned at the start, it's for possession. Now, when we possess something, it means we own it. So for example, this bear here, this is his ukulele, so he owns the ukulele here. It is the bear's ukulele. Now, we're going to have a little look at some pictures here. We've got Nadia. Now, Nadia is listening to her radio. And when we say that Nadia owns her radio, we would say Nadia's radio. And how it would be written would look like this. So I would write the name Nadia, and then because she owns it, I'm going to put an apostrophe, and I'm going to say Nadia's. She owns something. Nadia's radio. Can you spot what's happened to her name? We've got the apostrophe and the S, and this shows that she owns the radio. She owns this noun here. We're going to have a look at Rachel now. Now Rachel's got a car. She's actually filling some petrol up here. I wonder if you can guess what I'm going to be writing. So if you think Rachel owns the car, what do I need to write here? I will need to write Rachel's apostrophe Rachel's car, because Rachel owns the car, and this apostrophe here with the S shows that she owns it. Okay, I'm going to do a couple more, and then we're going to add a slight twist. So we have a young fellow here called Owen, and this is Owen's dog. Now Owen owns it. So I wonder if you can guess what I'm going to write under here. If we've had Nadia's radio, Rachel's car, it will be Owen's dog. And make sure that you put the apostrophe and the S to show that he owns the dog. Okay. Well, the last one, I'm going to do a slight twist. So we've got Kaylee, and this is Kaylee's book. So she owns the book. I'm going to write something on the board. I'm going to see if you can spot what I've done wrong this time. Have a look, can you see? Where have I put that apostrophe? The apostrophe needed to go in there to show that Kaylee owns the book. When you get a little bit older, you'll learn when we put the apostrophe at the end of the word. So the last activity is, this time I'm going to create a bit of a twist. And we've got some sentences, and this time you've got to work out where the apostrophe goes in the sentence. So the first sentence says, do not sit on the teacher's chair. Now we're looking out for the nouns in this sentence, and we're going to try and find what owns what noun. So I can we've got the word teacher and chair as the noun, the thing. And I wonder who owns what? Does the chair own the teacher, or does the teacher own the chair? It's actually the teacher owns the chair. And you've got a bit of a clue here, but we've got an apostrophe missing. And the apostrophe is going to go between the R and the S, because it shows that the teacher owns the chair. And on the last sentence here, we've got, the man cut Sophie's hair. So what owns what? Sophie owns her hair. The apostrophe is going to need to go in there like that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and do send any emails over if you have any